All right, so another podcast, huh, Mike?
Sounds good, my friend. And
Yes.
let me tell you, Mike O'Neill, afternoons, the new My 97.5.
Randy Hendricks here, and I'm all over the place.
Yeah, you are.
Currently filling in for mornings, but that could be changing here pretty soon.
I got to tell you, I have been fascinated, as I was back in the 60s into the 70s. What was I, in a whopping fourth grade then?
Yep.
Not today. Been really enjoying watching the Artemis mission. It's been so much fun.
Yeah.
I was right there the day it went up, and I've been watching twice around the Earth, all the way around the moon yesterday, and on the way back.
So here's how clueless I am, Mike.
Okay.
I was walking by your office because I was doing a traffic report, and you're like, hey, they're about ready to lift off. Well, I'd heard in the back of my head a couple days before that they had scrubbed, and they were going to scrub again, and then maybe Thursday they would launch, possibly. I don't know how many times. Do you know how many times they've scrubbed this thing?
They had a couple.
They
did.
I think there was more than a couple scrubs.
Well, this is the first one. It's going just like the Apollo series started. First we go around, then we'll think about landing.
Yeah. Then, so is that what it is? Is
Yeah.
that so they may land?
No, not this time.
Oh, next time. Yeah,
No.
yeah. So
This wanted to make sure the thing wouldn't blow up
right
when
yeah.
it went up. Because
Yeah.
the Apollo was the most powerful thing we ever had before. And now, no, not so much. Did you see how fast that thing went up,
Dude,
the
it was
Artemis?
crazy. And
Just
the pictures,
zoom.
The pictures
gone.
the pictures that they brought,
Yeah.
they sent back. It was amazing. I did not see the U.S. flag though. Okay, I know it's all covered up now. Since it's been what was the Apollo?
The first one was the 11. That's one small step for a man.
Yeah.
That was Apollo 11.
Was that 60s?
69.
69. Yeah. So I mean, all of it's covered up from moon dust now, but still.
Probably.
But so you think they're gonna
And the weird cars that they had up there, the little, they could unfold the car and then drive it
Yeah.
around a little. So
Yeah,
nice.
yeah.
Wasn't a Corvette, but they could get around.
It's amazing, but just looking at the pictures of it. But I was trying to figure out if they're actually going to build a space station up there, because that's the deal. And NASA was talking about, they wanted $20 billion to build a little space station up there.
That would be interesting.
That'd be a mansion, but it should be a mansion.
As much as I enjoy watching it, learning about it, and experiencing it, I have zero desire to go visit Moonbase Alpha or whatever they'll call it.
No.
I made that up.
Not at all. Not at all.
No.
But I think it would be interesting though, because that's a 6-day run. So that's outer space.
Yeah. Yeah, there's absolutely no forgiveness in outer space. Some great space records, though.
Yeah.
1957, the Soviet Union, of course, launched Sputnik and beat us. And
Sputnik.
were we butthurt back then.
Yeah.
And then 61, Soviet Vostok 1 cosmonaut Yuri Gagarin became the first person to enter space and orbit the Earth. And then, we just talked about it, 1969, Apollo 11, Neil Armstrong became the first man on the moon. And some other things, Valentina Tereshkova became the first woman in space in 63. And then the companies got involved in most recent years. Orbital space planes, Spaceship One getting up there, SpaceX Dragon 2. And what do you know what the longest manned space flight was?
Manned space flight?
A hint? It's still going on.
Oh.
The Artemis.
Yeah.
Because they went, and they did it purposefully. They went around the Earth twice. They're going all the way around the moon in what's called free return trajectory. And actually, they slingshot off the moon's gravity and poosh, right back.
So the Artemis isn't a space shuttle, though.
Gosh, no.
It's a
big giant rocket with a middle section where the LEM, if you will, the Lunar Excursion module will be, and then the very top, the command module, which with the heat shield at the bottom comes sailing back to Earth.
Because the very top looked like Apollo.
Yeah, it's
Still
very
looks like
similar.
a very Apollo-ish.
No, it's a very similar setup. It's just stronger, more powerful, made of better stuff that you would expect in 2026.
So I would wonder. I guess they need the rocket though to get them where they need to go, and the shuttle probably wouldn't be able to do that. I mean,
No,
I have no knowledge of any of this hardly.
The shuttle was always intended to be something that got you up to the space station and or whatever we have orbiting up there and back down. It's just a space plane.
Because you and I both know there's more stuff orbiting up there that they let us know that we even don't even think about.
I can't talk to my wife about that because she's certain that it's just like Independence Day 2 where we have technology that we're not telling anybody about. And I keep telling her if we had it, we'd be using it, honey, just like they did in the movie.
Right. But I'm sure there's some satellites up there that
in terms
they've
of
got
that,
floating around.
There's surveillance and other things that we probably you don't want to know about.
There's lots of home security going on up there. but yeah, so it's exciting though, man. And the pictures of the Earth that they sent back, I mean, it's just beautiful. What really scares me though is always the takeoff. I'm sure it's everybody's scare. But that's I flash back, so when you see it going up when it gets to a certain point, and then when it breaks off, the main rocket breaks off, and then it's just the one rocket. You see that, and then you think back to that day when the shuttle blew up, and you're like, please God, let him get up there. Let him get up there.
Keep going, go baby, go. That's what we always say at our house. Go baby, go. And it's funny because I had a familial tie to the space shuttle missions back in the day. I used to be in radio over on the coast, as you know.
Oh.
In lovely Lompoc, and I married a beautiful lady that was an A1C on Vandenberg Air Force Base. But there was that was going to be Spaceport West over there. Slick 6 is what it's called. Slick is Space Launch Complex. Slick 6 was going to be Spaceport West, just like they were launching the shuttles out of Florida. And when the Challenger went up and when it exploded, my ex-father-in-law, Tony Pierre, who I miss, what a great guy, he was a guy. He was a man's man, all right?
Guy.
Italian guy. And I remember when it exploded, he called my wife and I, and he was in tears. And he just said, that's the end of Spaceport West. I promise you, that's the end of the mission right there. And honest to God, 20 minutes later on the news, they came on and said all the shuttle missions have been canceled. That's the end. And it just broke my heart because he worked for Martin Marietta. And I mean, all the companies were over there, all the big space companies, and they had built so much. As a voiceover guy, I had a piece of it. I was doing when you have to wash your hands after you touch, dangerous liquids and blah, blah, blah. I was doing all those voiceover things for all these companies. I made a bunch of money doing that.
Oh, wow, really?
Yeah.
Is Lockheed over there too?
Lockheed was, absolutely.
Wow.
Slick 6 was going to be it, and it looked amazing. It was very awesome.
Yeah. They've got, they're still...
I think it's a Titan pad now.
They're still throwing stuff out there. I don't know
the time.
Satellites. They launch satellites all the time. I know some guys in radio over there, and they're just like, oh, there goes another one. I got a text. Oh, there goes another one. And Space Force is over there.
Well,
I know that.
That's what they call it now. That's what Vandenberg is now.
Yeah, it's like space.
It's Spaceport.
It's one of the
Space
Force bases because I know someone who works. They're knee deep in Space Force, and they can't say anything about anything.
Well, that's
nothing.
Well, that's just like us. Oh, in other words, everything they know you can't know.
Yeah,
that's what you mean.
All you can know is that they work over in the base and they work on Space Force.
Yep.
And that's probably too much.
And it was funny. I mean, even though it wasn't that big a deal, we never – well, it was to some degree because of security, but we never knew when they were actually going up. They couldn't tell you.
Well, it was always a surprise. So
they didn't want anybody trying to shoot them down.
Yeah, true.
And it was always the thing. I always had a buddy over there who would call me and go, You might want to go run outside the radio station.
Take a look up in the sky.
All right, Bob, thanks. And sure enough, there it goes.
West.
And it was so cool because our radio station at the time was on 8th Street in Lompoc, which was downtown, okay? Be the equivalent of the middle of the parade route in Lompoc, okay? I mean, it's Hilaria, okay?
Yeah,
and all of a sudden, you would just know. You wouldn't hear it. You'd feel rumbling. It was almost earthquake-like. It was just, oh, wow. Can't believe I said that. And da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da, and then as soon as it broke the hills, because there's hills out there.
Sure.
As soon as it broke, just from 0 to 1,000, it got so loud. There's no sound system in the world that can duplicate that sound and the bass note that comes off something is like a Titan, a big Titan.
I couldn't
It's
imagine.
So impressive.
I couldn't imagine what it felt like because it had to be like earthquake-ish.
Very
because
earthquake-ish.
There's construction going on behind my house because they're putting new complex up there or something. I don't know what it is, and this machine goes by every morning, and the whole house rumbles. I'm like, I hope my pipes are going to be okay. I hope the lights aren't going to flicker or something when I try to turn the lights on, because it is that ground shaking, and that's just some construction equipment cruising by your backyard.
Now,
So
if you ever get a chance to see a launch, it's something else, and you're just like, wow, we have the capability to make that. Holy crap!
yeah, well, I'm still wondering why a 1,000,000-pound airplane gets off the ground. So
Lift.
Lift. That's all about me. I don't know anything.
It's the wings. It's lift.
I'm not meant to be an engineer
Oh,
or a
me neither.
caregiver either, by the way.
Caregiver. But you're a parent. We're all part caregivers, man.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
That
Oh my
goes
God.
with that goes with the job.
Yep.